Hi guys, welcome to today's video. I'm the Hooded Lid and today I have a couple of new products from Dior. The three Couleurs, and I know it's colors, but they're saying Couleurs, Trio Oblique. Comes in a little velvet pouch in, I think, navy blue. Looks like this. And here's what we have inside. So these came out just in the UK or maybe other countries in Europe, I'm sure. I'm in two colors, and this is the colorway that I got, which I think is called Triple Blossom, but I'm not sure. So let's just do some swatching. The embossing is so pretty on this. Here we have the colors on the fingers, and here they are on the hand. So we have something peachy. This reminds me a lot of the blush that I got from Chanel the other day. Let's just, since it's here, let's just check. So this blush, which is also so pretty, and the embossing is beautiful. Okay, there's the Chanel blush. So there's a little more pink to this one. And this is, I feel like it's kind of a mauvey color. Maybe mauvey brown. I also got the Hydrating Blush Balm in Coral. This is what the package looks like. And this is the component, and as you can see, it has a little color here to let you know what it is. I did see Michelle Wong talk about this and saying didn't have enough color, and I thought, well, you know, it might for me. But there's a translucent nature to this. It's very odd. But it can be built, so that's what you get. But if it builds, it's quite shiny, so that'll be interesting. Maybe that would be more like a highlighter, or maybe a topper for another blush. We might be experimenting. I also got two new lipsticks. So these lipsticks are, I guess, I don't know if they're a new formulation, but they are refillable. And it's the Rouge Dior Couture Color Lipstick Floral Lip Care Longwear. I think this is a new formulation, but I'm not entirely sure, but they are refillable. So I guess the first time you buy it, it's the full thing. I hope so. Let's open it and see. And every color comes in 3 finishes. There. So I guess you can just buy the refill and plug it in there. So the finishes are matte and velvet, which to me are kind of the same thing. So that'll be interesting to see. I ended up getting 2 velvets. It's actually kind of hard on the website to figure out which one you're getting. And then they have a satin and a metallic. So this color is Radiant, which is a beautiful coral pink. And there she is, and that is in the velvet formulation. And the other one I got is Pink Sakura. Oh, this is interesting. I just pulled it off like this. That's weird. So, okay. There, now it's snapped in. And this is Pink Sakura. And there's Pink Sakura, which is really a nudie pink, I would say. It actually looks great for every day, whereas the other shade is more vibrant, more spring. I think most people are not in spring yet. We're in spring right now, but today should be our last warm day, and then it might even rain in a couple of days, but I'm probably going to do both. So I have already done my foundation. I've done everything except, I forgot to do my brows. Because I was expecting this package today. It got here a little bit later than I had hoped, but still the sun is out, it's still fine. But we need to get into it, I think. So let's start with this. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and take this pink shade and kind of put that everywhere. The embossing is truly beautiful. But I have to work kind of hard to get the color picked up. I have heard other people say this isn't good, there's no payoff, but I wanted to try it. And I did end up finding this on the Dior site, so cancel everything I just said in the intro. It just occurred to me. Because I initially had gone to Selfridges, I think, and I thought I was there on time, I'm like, yes, I want to try this out. I just think the embossing's beautiful, the colors are lovely, and it was sold out already, and I couldn't figure it out. And then I saw Michelle's video, and I thought, I'm just going to go to the Dior site in the US, and it was there. So, I don't know. I just did the Chanel review the other day, and their quads aren't coming out in the United States at all, so I don't really know what's going on. I just kind of bring this up almost everywhere, just all over the lid, mobile and otherwise, but a little sheer at the top. And now I'm going to go in with this color, which is kind of indescribable. It is a mauvey brown, I would say, and it's not picking up anything. Okay, that's weird. Why don't we use the tools provided? Now I won't be able to tell if it's picking up anything here because it's black, but let's see. Yeah, it's a little bit of work. I'm going to just take it around the lash line and maybe a little bit higher, kind of outer third. And now I'm going to go back with that brush that it didn't pick up at all and do a little bit of blending. You may not need that if you're not, you know, hooded or crepey or anything, but kind of feel I do. Now it's picking some up. I think that's really pretty. I'm going to do the other eye and I'll be right back. All right, both eyes. I think it's very pretty, honestly. It's a little unusual because you do have to use one of these to get that other color. My eyes feel like they're a little bit uneven, but that's because I have my gland thing, which I thought was a fat pad, but actually it's related to my tear duct right over here. And then I'm going to turn it around for this little small bit and go for this highlight color and do a little inner corner. And I'm just using this honestly because I don't have a great brush to do that. It's very pretty. Very nice. Now I'm going to put on a little bit of mascara and fill out my brows, and we'll come back and do the cheeks. Alright, I did a little brow, I did a little mascara, and for the mascara I went in with the new Chanel in Terracotta, which is, I think, a little bit softer than a black, and I think for these colors maybe a little bit softer works anyway, so win-win. Now let's try to approach this. This is an unusual product. I'm not really sure the best way to go about it. If I applied it like I did to my hand, with my hand I just went round and round and round and round, I'm afraid I'm going to displace my foundation. I could do Beauty Blender, but I usually do finger, so let's do finger first. Oh, there's definitely color here. It's subtle color, but there's color, and if you like a glowy finish, you're getting that shine. So here with and here without. Yes, it's not huge, but I think it's workable. Let's do the other side and then we'll go back and build. So I'm just dotting it on. I guess it's for a more natural kind of look. And let's see what's going on with the foundation. Foundation is in place, my friends. I don't even know if I want to build it. It's just so fresh and light. Let's just leave it alone for a little bit. If you don't want fresh and light, you're probably not going to like it. Let's approach these. These are both velvet lipsticks. And this is the pink Sakura. And it's quite neutral. It might make me look a little bit dead, but we're going to try. I'm not sure why this is called a velvet. This looks like a satin. There is shine off of this curve right here. I'm going to kind of spin it around so you can see. On my invoice it said it was a velvet. They make it hard for you to figure out. I think it's very pretty. It's a very pretty everyday kind of look. I just want to check a couple other things I have to see if there is any matching. I don't think so, but I just want to take a look. I'm going to start with Tom Ford Indian Rose. So this is the Tom Ford Indian Rose. This is the Dior. This one has more blue in it. It's more of a mauve pink. I never thought of it as a mauve pink, but compared to this one, this is much warmer. Maybe not much warmer, but warmer. This is Giorgio Armani in 102, and I think it's much lighter, but let's see. Oh, it's darker. Huh. This is the Giorgio Armani. I really enjoy this shade. It's a very Your Lips But Better kind of shade. So it's in that life, in that family, but not exactly the same. For me, I think I would want to line this for sure. All right, as far as I can tell, this print is very, very small. I don't see that it says here what the finish is. On my invoice, I thought I was getting 2 velvets, but looking here, I got a satin, which was what I just tried on, the pink Sakura, and the Radiant is a matte, so I didn't end up getting a velvet. It's a little confusing on the site. So this is Radiant, it's matte, and you can see there's no shine off of that curve. Maybe you can see that. And let's give this a go. I don't know that this is a new formula, to tell you the truth. Brands have been around for a long time, oftentimes have more interesting lip colors. And the newer brands, they all tend to do the same thing. You've got your rosewoods, your oxbloods, your pink, your nude, etc. This is the kind of color you don't see in every line. Speaking of lines, I have found that they're brighter colors, and that's probably because I can see their brighter colors as opposed to things closer to my lip, will fall into my vertical creases in my lips. Now, I just put on 1 coat, and I don't have full saturation. I find that when I do these, full saturation, within 20 minutes, it doesn't look good. So, guess what we're going to do? We're going to come back in 15 minutes and see what's going on. And let's just look at the cheeks. The cheeks are very lightly colored. There's not a lot. A beautiful shine though. And maybe if you like a clear highlighter, maybe. Because it imports a teeny bit of color. But maybe that's your highlighter and your blush. Let's see if we can build a little bit more on the cheek. I do feel that I'm getting more color now. And not more shine. The shine seems to be the same whether you build it up or not. I do think it's incredibly, incredibly fresh. I'm going to turn off the camera and come back in 15 minutes and we'll see what's going on the lips. All right, we are back. It's not quite 15 minutes, but very, very close. And it's holding on okay, but I have had bad experience in the past with this. So I think I'm going to write down below how this worked for me. But I did want to let you know that I found something very close. This is from Makeup Forever. It's called Perpetual Fire. 710 is the color, and I actually bought it for a Pat McGrath color. So there that is. This is the Radiant. I just think they have the same body to them, if that makes sense. So let's give it a try. It feels cushy, and it is matte, but it's not a dead matte, so I imagine the velvet formula is a dead matte. I think this liner is a good choice. Although I don't think you actually need it for the lipstick to stay within the lines, because it was easy to use without using a liner first or without using a brush, so that's not a problem. I was thinking it might come in handy if it starts falling into those lines, or you know, if you want to put a base before you put this on, then this is the way to go. Now, I did notice one other thing that bothers me so much about the Dior lipsticks is they smell like Playtex tampons. Nobody ever talks about this, but that's exactly what they smell like to me. For me personally, that particular scent is embedded in my brain because I used that brand for years and years and years and years and years. Probably most of my menstrual cycle life, I was using the Playtex. And you know, it was so strong that a woman could walk by you with a tampon in their purse and you'd know, oh, she's on her cycle. To me, scenting your lipstick like a tampon, maybe not a great idea. I know it's a French company. It's possible they don't have these scented Playtex tampons there. Maybe they changed the scent. I haven't used them in a couple of years, but it kind of bothered me. This one, they changed the scent. It's still scented, but it doesn't smell like a Playtex tampon, and believe me, that makes a huge difference for me. It almost smells a teeny bit like a crayon. And something else. It smells perfumed, but thankfully not like tampons. So thumbs up to Dior for that. So what do I think? This is very comfortable. It's only been on a few minutes. It feels very creamy. It is absolutely, I can tell, it's not transfer proof. No. Because it's so creamy. I didn't give this one enough of a go to see how long this would last, but because the color is very your lips but better, it probably wouldn't be such a disaster if it fell away. Where if you're wearing something bright, it can be quite an embarrassment. Well, I mean, there are better things to be embarrassed about, but you know what I mean. This blush, look how shiny that is. If you don't want shine right on your cheek, you're not going to like it, and you might want to think about it right here. In the past couple of months, we had Mario, we had Patrick Ta, we had Tower 28 all do gloss highlighters, and I didn't actually try the Patrick Ta, so I can't speak to that. But they were sticky, even though they said they're not sticky. This, it's sticky, but it's not heavy sticky, if that makes sense. It doesn't feel sticky. But that might be a way to go. You can definitely build it a little bit. I feel I definitely have some peachy corally color going on my cheeks. And Michelle Wong said it's great on the lips. I'm obviously not going to try that because I'm pretty happy with this color. This is such a vibrant, fun color. And that's going to wrap it up, my friends. This is some new Dior goodies. I think I want to kind of check out that velvet formulation. I have to go to their site and figure out how to figure it out, because I thought I got velvets and I didn't, but very pretty colors. I think this eyeshadow works. It takes a little work. You have to use those little applicators, spongy applicators, do the job with this particular color. But I think it looks pretty, and there you go. Look at that. That's so pretty. Yeah. All right, thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be safe, be smart, and I'm wishing you good health.